of fighting games have happened this weekend, from Strive to Smash Brothers, and it is finally time for us to close it out here at DreamHack Dallas. And the King of Fighters is going to be the final game of the evening. Bring you the action. My name is Proxy, joined here by King Jobber. It's been ridiculous, though, every single tournament.
Absolutely. It has been an absolutely crazy time here at DreamHack Dallas so far. We had an absolute fire Guilty Gear top 8, a crazy Super Smash Bros. Top 8, and we're going to end it all here tonight with the King of Fighters 15. You better be ready to have all your expectations shattered, because these players are competing for a $5,000 pot courtesy of SNK here.
And there are plenty of talented players here in the bracket still remaining, so just to list them off for you guys, it's going to be Yoshi versus Violent, Kane in the winner's side versus Reynold and Donkey, who actually had a win over Arslan Ash on the way through.
Probably what we would consider the big upset, right? So far of the tournament.
Absolutely. And then coming in, we have Kizzy K, who actually is going to be moving up on a DQ. Is going to be headed on forward. And then the other side of losers is going to be Silent, facing off against Arslan Ash. But for now, it's going to be Reynold coming up early and often, not playing on that cross-up. As a cross-up player myself, I respect it. I want to watch it. I watch the hands so I can get the tech.
Well, got the DreamHack painted nails too? The orange nails for DreamHack?
A wonderful stuff. But very excited to get to see what these two bring to the table and how the match will go. As we said, Donkey, incredible standout performance this weekend with a win over Arslan Ash, who is seeded to be a top 2 player at this tournament. So we'll have to see how they do, how they push forward, how they can handle Reynold. Can they add a couple more names to the list? That's been really the tail of the tape for most of these brackets here in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, Reynold is one of the greatest King of Fighters players in the world, so it is going to be a tall tale to get over them. One of the players who really has been pushing Cronin forward since before the recent patch, and now everyone's picking up that character, right? But we were talking yesterday, Reynold loves to play those disrespectful characters. If he can get you with a disrespectful overhead, he is going to stomp on you with that. So we're going to jump right into it with Yuri up against Yamazaki on point.
Yeah, Yuri is a character I think was a huge winner in the patch, and overall it's just been very, very solid. It's pretty decent at meter dumping, but she can also play her point to be able to be pretty effective as a battery. So we'll have to see how the matchup goes. My first time getting to really see Yuri versus Yamazaki, so we'll find out very quickly how it goes as we're getting here, kicking off King of Fighters.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to see that Donkey is going to be going for those charged fireballs, throwing out just a lot of fireballs at full range to try and build up some meter. Same thing's going to go for Reynold. He really likes to sit back and just whip that snake on, because it builds so much meter here for Yamazaki.
Absolutely. He's able to get the hit, goes for the hop. Good roll backwards here. Reynold, I love him just trying to reset the neutral here. He's confident in himself to be able to win that out and doesn't want to go too hard in the C2C with Yuri because of things like that little DP.
Yeah, and it seems like not too much has happened so far, but the damage is already adding up. Unfortunately, they're whiffing the EX confirm.
Unfortunately, the pocket does not come through. He's able to perfectly space around the fireball there. Yuri got the jump in, but no combo off of it. And it's close again, but Yamazaki, first true blood here. He's going to go for the stomp and a lot of damage off the poison.
Yeah, that poison is definitely going to add a little bit of damage over time there. While he's stomping on you, it's just going over and over, adding up all this damage. And look at them, they're both just content to sit there and build meter. Reynold went ahead and pocketing the fireball, holding on to it now.
Having access to that, pretty decent here. Got the cross up, couldn't get the combo. Second time here for Donkey. But gets the charge fireball and rolls underneath the pocketed fireball as well. Very smart.
Oh, nice jump there over the attempted low, but wasn't able to get the confirm. Reynold is going to get a confirm of his own, though, and the stop is going to be enough to close out Yuri, bring in the Ash.
Absolutely great closeout there from Reynold. Really, really strong stuff. Again, just showing off the meter build potential of Yamazaki. You do not always have to engage. Sometimes just building the meter and hanging out is good enough, and it's going to be hard against Ash, though. Ash obviously having a pretty decent fireball game here and being able to use those little wisps as well.
Yeah, but the thing is that Yamazaki just having the ability to pocket those fireballs makes him an incredibly strong counter-zoner character. There's a clean jump in over the fireball as well. Gonna go ahead and add the poison and get the stomp.
A lot of damage down, and it's immediately gonna go straight into that low snake. Pockets the fireball, gets the anti-air, can't get it confirmed, but that's still okay. Yamazaki getting the work done now. A lot of damage already dealt.
Yeah, and it's incredible how every single free moment that Reynold has, he is whiffing Snake Arm to build that meter. Make sure you pay attention to how much meter he is building every single time he whiffs it. It is adding up substantially.
Oh, trying to go for the high one there. Big read attempt. Okay, spending a little bit of meter here with Ash. Got the EX, runs in afterwards, finds the jump in, but can't get the kill. Picks up for both players, and there's the anti-air from Reynold.
Crouching C, incredible.
The patience of a monk. You just, Ash runs up on you, you just chill?
I mean, it can be kind of scary. If Ash has meter, it's definitely terrifying because you know that threat of the install is looming. But now has to deal with main Tenkoon. You know, the thing here about Danke's team is he's got a lot of fireball-heavy characters, right? So Yamazaki doing a really good job working around that. Unfortunately, getting out of there. Now it's time to bring in the beast that is Yashiro, the biggest, arguably, winner of the last patch.
Yeah, definitely agreed. Huge damage output, incredible ender to the combos here. See how he's able to close the gap here on Sleepy Boy, though. Goes for the jump in, got the cross up, but it hit a little too high, so couldn't confirm it. Nice roll.
Yeah, roll through into the throw, tries to go for the hammer fist there. I love that, backing up to create just a little bit of space, trying to give Danke just enough room to overextend. There's the dash punch forward, jumping back.
4 meters too. Both players approaching max resources here. What a good roll is going to cash out here. Spend a ton of meter.
Yeah, you're not allowed to end your block strings with a fireball for free if your opponent has meter, because they can just guard cancel through and punish you for it. Look at the damage that is adding up here for Reynold. Mason-kun, not too much life left.
Tried to swing through the spinneroonie there. Shatter strike. No punishment for the dash punch. Also going to get punished here. Reynold close out the first game. Incredible showing. Honestly, Yamazaki put the whole team on the back, just went for a run.
Yamazaki is easily the strongest member of Team Southtown that we've seen so far. Geese, of course, does a lot of damage, but Yamazaki just has so much utility. Unfortunately, Billy is the one that, has kind of fallen off, but
maybe we'll see a Billy. We'll get to talk about it.
We did get to see a Billy earlier, but right now we're focusing on that Yamazaki, building up so much meter there for Reynold, an incredible core of his team.
Danke gonna take a second here.
Maybe check the notes.
Select, Twitter. See, we're gonna head to character select. It looks like maybe order select. No, it is gonna be fully onto character select. Reynold, expect no changes. This has been the team he's been rocking all weekend, and it suits him. Playstyle wise, I think this is a wonderful team for Reynold. It just really, really fits a lot of things that he already just excels at as a player.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see a highlight here over Joe, maybe possibly thinking about making that switch. Again, it's another heavy fireball character, but Joe is a character that's incredibly strong. We've seen him been swapped off a lot. Actually decides to just go with the main Kun in the Ash. Just took a second to think about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, resetting your mental is a really, really good call a lot of the time. There's very few. I think that it's a skill that not a lot of players have, being able to lose and then ride the wave straight back in and come back even stronger. So taking that moment for yourself, like a really, really good call here, and we'll see how we get. The match starting now. Back into it, Reynold.
Yeah, and we got no order swap either, so just jumping right into what we saw before.
Yeah.
Yuri, of course, needs to put in a little work. You need to kind of smother Yamazaki. You do not want to allow Reynold to have that time to just constantly build up meter to work with here. And there we go immediately with the counter on the very first jump in from Yuri. Goes for the kick. Look at that. Just starts building meter yet again, pocketing the fireball too.
Yeah, half bar already. Little thing to push away there. Got the jump in. Mashes the throw again. Hit a little too high. Yamazaki pretty tall.
Oh, charging up the fireball there, able to hit. Reynold tried to go in to establish some pressure, but Reynold waking up with buttons into the poison super, gets the kick yet again.
Chooses to build up here, nice with the 2C. Jumps in, air to air, chooses not to go too hard on the mix-up, but there is the dash up throw. One more touch will do it here.
Yeah, and that DP you saw there is the exact reason why Reynold didn't go too hard on the pressure.
And that stiff left to close out the character is gone. Ash gonna be the next one up. Ash did not get to do too much into this matchup last time. See if Ash gets a little more out of it this time. Already a better start here.
But drops the confirm there after the level 1 super. Just trying to be a little bit patient, throwing that fireball. But there, actually drops the poison. Pox the fireball though here and just starts establishing some pressure.
To build himself up a little bit, jumps in, very nice. Got the knockdown into the corner. 2C, what an answer. And the stop corners him.
Absolutely, this is going to be a really bad situation here for Danke. Baits out the DP actually, and Danke tries to keep himself safe by going into the level 1.
Okay, good push away.
Fireball, yeah, blow snake arm. I like the way Reynold is playing very patiently here. 2C to stuff the jump in. There's a level 1 flash kick.
One little dash up overextension though. Just the way in. What a snake to answer there. I mean, it's good in neutral to build yourself some meter, and it's also just a great tool for poking people who are running up. It is a great anti-movement tactic.
Yeah, absolutely, and we are on the verge here of an OCV for Reynold with Yamazaki. Mason-kun really needs to do something to bring this back. An air fireball tries to run in, but the 2A spam is going to allow Reynold to get the poison on yet again.
Has that life gone, throws the EX pillow. Continuing to try and close the gap as best he can. But it's just dangerous here. Yamazaki is representing so many hitboxes that are difficult for Maeda-kun to actually navigate through.
Yeah, and he's also just trying to stuff Dante's approach there with those light normals, right? That 2A putting in so much work there. More poison on deck.
1 meter already built up. Next hit will kill, and there is the EX from Reynolds. And that is going to do it 2-0. Incredible showing from him. It's going to be headed forward on the winner's side. You love to see it. And just representing really the great strength that is Yamazaki. The character is just so dominant. And if you haven't seen why, a perfect example. Low snake meter build is just like you have to. It is a game plan so strong you have to structure your whole thought process around it.
Yeah, and you really don't see too many Yamazakis actually doing that. Reynolds is the main one who constantly at every single opportunity does that. And also, what a really great statement to the rest of top 8. Your very first win in top 8 is an OCV. Yeah, that's saying y'all better watch out. Come get this, yeah.
Come through.
Come get this work.
Oh my god, but that is amazing stuff. So it looks like we are probably going to head on to the other side of winners, which I'm also going to be very excited to see. Man, DreamHack. Honestly, I just want to tell you guys while we have a little bit of downtime, DreamHack, I've been saying it all weekend and I will continue to say it. If you've never been to a DreamHack, there's nothing I could tell you that will just give across the experience that we get to have here at the tournament. So if you have one anywhere near you, or you're considering just going to a tournament and want somewhere to fly, man, I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's just so incredible, especially if you're a fan of all esports of all kinds. There's Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, a lot of different things, FPS, tactical shooters, Fortnite, and Counter-Strike. It is just unbelievable the amount of stuff under the roof here.
And I do believe the actual next event is what, DreamHack Atlanta coming up? And there is currently, if you go to DreamHack's Twitter page, you can get a 50% off code for your ticket. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in coming to a DreamHack event. But one great thing about this top 8 here too at DreamHack is that we're having great character variety, and that is, just thanks to the recent patch that we had that has lowered some of the more egregious characters like Vanessa, Ralph, Terry. Still all very good, but it has allowed other characters to flourish a lot more. So you're going to see a lot of character variety going forward in this top 8, but I can already tell you, the character you're going to see most is Cronin. Yeah,
I mean, the character, to put it lightly, he's just a tournament character. Very easy confirms, good meter dump, is just incredible at being able to take advantage and just run away with advantages. Now we're going to have our 2 players up now. VK, unless you've been under a rock, this is a name that you've absolutely heard recently as well. Violent Kane is a long-standing community member and has been dominant, incredibly dominant, online and offline, all the way through KOF 15.
And Violent Kane has been
the Mexico flag. I love it. I love it. An international affair.
Go. Yeah, Mexico has been dominating King of Fighters, and of course, we have known all along, King of Fighters has been Mexico's game. They've always dominated, but the great thing about the rollback netcode of this game is that now, if anyone had any doubts, they could prove it to the rest of the world in those online tournaments, and they're here to prove it right now at DreamHack.
Absolutely. The more international competition we can get, the better. It's something we love to see. I cannot wait to see more international tournaments come through and have even more players get to show off their stuff. But here we go. The teams are selected, and for VK, I think this is the expected pick here in Rock, Keo, Cronin. On the other side, Leona making an appearance, as well as the anchor, Shermie. No, okay, mid, Shermie, so yeah.
Yeah, of course, Cronin on anchor, definitely the obvious place to put him, right? Sometimes you do see Shermie run on anchor, but...
You've also seen Cronin point winning this weekend.
Cronin is an incredibly strong character. He can pretty much go anywhere, but mostly you see him on point and anchor. Of course, Violent Kane, though, going to start point here with Rock.
I mean, Rock Howard is just so consistent, so strong, being able to do so much stuff, getting our flags resituated here. We like that.
They have to sit with their backs up against it. No, we got this. We're rolling into it.
There we go. So here we go. The match is starting. Excited to see how Leona works out here. Definitely a road less traveled, but I think a really unique, interesting, strong character.
Yeah, she's definitely a much higher execution than some of the other characters in the game, which is why you see her picked less, right? Especially because in the recent patch, she wasn't nearly as strong, but we're going to get to see the work that Yoshi can put in. Violent Kane right now, though, securing this pressure there in the corner, stopping the jump out there with the 2B, getting a nice confirm.
Safe jump there. Ooh, actually mistimed it maybe, or that's just too fast.
All right, there's the backdash, create some space from that jumping CD. Nice 2C to stuff the jump-in attempt.
Okay, was able to get underneath, and again, Rock, the jack of all trades, is continuing to be so successful here. When the jump CD gets pushed away, and gets to the corner again with the command throw. What an answer!
That was crazy how that grab there gets a safe jump there with the jumping CD. Oh, this time Yoshi is the one able to get the anti-air, crosses up but a little too high to actually get the confirm afterwards.
Okay, pushed away there. Standing C, tried to roll through the fireball. Leona finally gets a little bit of pressure on.
Yoshi's movement is so clean right now, able to weave in and out of this pressure and get out the fireballs, but they need to be careful because one more touch is going to do it on them.
Yeah, Pixel's life left, but still in it. He's able to get the cutter, jumps up, almost got there, not quite. Continues to throw him with this overhead though, and 8 seconds up to the clock, but it's not going to matter. VK, what a finish.
Yeah, I don't think that Yoshi was actually expecting VK to try and jump out. He hit him in the air, which allowed VK to recover and immediately land into that throw. But all right, it's time to bring in the Shermie. Shermie with a lot of meter and a lot of health to work with. Just needs one grab to really get rid of Rock here, and there it is. Not going to be quite enough. There it is. You have to follow up.
Absolutely able to drop the knees on him. So now it's going to be Kyo coming in next. When I think VK, I think Kyo. So we're going to see how much work he can put in to prove me right here.
Yeah, VK, this is absolutely his strongest character, the character that he is known for, right? Tries to go for that jumping CD in. There's the trade. A clean jump in from Yoshi. Gonna tack in some damage here into the level 1. Can take him to Suplex City.
All the way to the wall. Half the life gone. Good backdash there, but Shermie continues to be just a menace. So, I mean, the character's just so sicky and impossibly difficult to get away from her. She's so good at gap closing as far as a grappler goes.
Yeah, definitely a hardcore rushdown grappler, but right now, Violent Kane is the one doing the rushing down, puts himself into the corner, though, with one bad jump and tries to go for the Shatter Strike. Yoshi isn't able to get quite a big punish on it.
Dash up, on the hit, spends a little bit of meter here. I like the investment.
Level 1, knock him all the way coast to coast. There's the guard cancel to create a little bit of space.
Nice block. Go for the low, trying to poke. Anything will do it here. What a trade, Yoshi. Honestly, a one-character round off of that guard cancel. So well informed to push him away and make him approach again.
But here comes in Cronin. Now Yoshi's going to have to be really careful with how they decide to jump in because that Cronin DP leads to about half your health gone.
Please don't get DP. With this amount of meter, oh no. Jumps in, found the hit, couldn't get too much else. Going for a little bit of a shimmy there. It's going to continue to pressure. Shermie is just content to jump back in the corner here.
Yeah, what you're seeing is Violent Kane is creating that space to try and force Yoshi to go for a full jump out, right? He's trying to expect the jump, but Yoshi's just going for these short hops. There's a nice back throw, though, and now the tables are turned, but no! Whiffs the grab attempt there and gets stuffed. And we are on the anchor battle. The Cronin mirror match with basically the same resources.
Yeah, even resources, even life here. It's going to be Yoshi in the red. VK coming in the yellow. Is able to get the full conversion. Shoot him up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! Not quite, though. A little bit too far. Wasn't quite able to convert it.
Patience here, too. Violent Kane not willing to press. Just jumping backwards with the button.
Absolutely. Nice. Is able to get it. He's going to spend all the meter once again. Shoots him up. He misses. Oh no. The choke. Oh, Yoshi, we gotta see something else from this. VK trades out, one more touch, gets the stop, anything will do it!
He's close to chip as well, grabs the roll through from the fireball. Violent Kane going up 1.
And that's a very consistent situation that you see come up, is being able to space yourself. You have to unconsciously be able to space yourself in situations where when you throw the fireball, knowing that they want to roll or guard cancel roll for it, put yourself at a range where you can just naturally, no thought required, mash the throw and get the punish there. And that perfect positioning.
That's something you are going to see from Ars on Ash later on because they are a master of that with King.
Unbelievable, yeah. So we're see a little bit more of it here with VK maybe as we continue forward. Incredible first game here for both players, down to the wire.
And we're going to jump into what could be the last game between these two players for now.
So let's see it. Dashed up, trying to go for the overhead, gets knocked down, safe jump, gets the hit with the CD. Away like that jump in, nothing afterwards.
Yeah, trying to create a little bit of pressure here. Empty jump into the throw. Able to get the overhead there as well. Tries to go for the cross-up, forcing the DP there to whiff.
Analyzing tackle, got the sweep afterwards. Safe after the punish though. Overhead attempt, went for the jump D. A little too far. VK, very nice to stop the run up. He's going to spend all the meter to catch out on some damage.
Yeah, the EX overhead kick, the roll forward into the jumping CD. It's going to hit. That's going to push Yoshi even further back towards the corner. Needs to be careful. Their back is going to be up against the wall. There's a whip throw attempt. Now it's Yoshi's turn to create some offense.
Still hanging out, dashed up, almost a pixel away from being able to get the connection. Still blocked there.
Violent Kane is staggering this pressure so well, just trying to pick him off with a crouching low, and there we go, able to jump over the EX command grab attempt, not quite dead yet, just needs to touch rock one more time.
And now it's cornered though. Oh, runs up with the EX command though, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Still alive, one more touch, throws the fireball, Leona jumps in, just a pixel. Oh, this block, it just goes in with the shoulder. An unbelievable commitment that works out just so wonderfully.
Unfortunately, they were able to get Rock down really far, and that round dragged on a lot. So if you can see, Rock is basically one hit away from going back to what we just saw last game, right? We're seeing basically a rerun.
Nice trade out. Rock dashed up, nice little poke. Shermie, anything. Oh my god, that's not the start you want to see.
No, Shermie's back is up against the wall here, just trying to poke out there with a 2B, but a crouching C trade is going to be in Yoshi's favor. Shermie should gain pretty much all of that life back.
Yeah, a worthwhile amount of life to keep together. Hard to fight as we continue on. Shermie and Kyo for the pokes here, jump in, found the low, a little too far to convert though.
Yeah, stuffing that approach there too with the 5B. Roll backwards, just trying to create some of that space. Going for those short hops as well with that jumping CD, trying to stop Violent Kane from running forward. EX command grab, break that neck.
Knockdown, jumped in, very nice. Does it again, gets the EX for the second time. The Vortex is continuing.
Oh, wake up buttons there from Violent Kane. Pretty risky, but it works out. Gonna go ahead and push, is what I would say.
Unless EX spends the meter, it doesn't work out.
All right, this is where Violent... Oh, okay, a trade is going to end up allowing Yoshi to be in the lead for the first time here.
Yeah, so we'll see how Cronin can do here, coming in on the anchor. VK, gotta have something here. A couple meters spent, can really catch this up quickly though.
Yeah, substantial life lead here though for Yoshi. They don't need to play too risky. Able to get the throw. There's the safe jump in into absolutely nothing, staring each other down.
Yeah, we have the Shermie though. No reason to not be a little aggressive here. There's a couple risks. There's the EXDP. Gotta be careful how you jump. The character, he's gotta go.
That is 70% of your health from one jump in attempt. A DP from Cronin. This character is a problem right now.
One more touch here. A little jump, good block there, able to convert, very nice with the DP, and has 2 meters left over coming into the mirror, and once again, character mirror, even resources for the second time. Yoshi having one more EXDP on weight.
Yeah, deja vu, we've seen this story before here, and you see Violent Kane immediately buffering the DP, just trying to watch for Yoshi to hop in.
Ooh, good poke, those 3rd meter built up here for Yoshi.
All right, yeah, they're both of them are so patient because you know Cronin does massive damage off of one clean confirm here, so neither one wants to overextend. There's the drill arm, runs right into the DP, gonna be half your health gone. This time, opting not to go for the gunshot afterwards.
Yeah, it was just a hair short on meter here. 2 meters still available though. BK, depending on the touch, might be able to get the kill if he can build up a half more bar. That's the magic numbers, 3.5, but he chooses to spend the EX, just the fireball to get a little more pressure.
Yeah, wasn't able to get a punish there on that DP. Clean jump in though. Nez now has Yoshi's back up against the wall. There's the guard cancel out. Yoshi creating a little bit of space, getting hit though by that sweep.
Yoshi still sitting on a life lead here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Probably not going to go to time here, but there's the potential for it. And Yoshi still sitting on the lead here. Spends the meter. Not quite enough though.
But it's in chip distance, doesn't even need it. The 2A is going to tie this up here 1-1 now.
Appreciate the little clap, feeling himself here. I mean, that's what you got to do in these situations on the big stage. You've got to have a little bit of, you know, I've been saying it all weekend, have a little ego, you know? Get to feel yourself a little bit. But playing with some amount of confidence is so important to be successful, and I love to see that from Yoshi. First game we take down, absolutely. Little clap, pat on the back to work.
Yeah, but now you've put Violent Kane into his next form, which is Point Kyo, opting not to run the rock. Usually when you see VK throw out that Point Kyo, it means that he is ready to feast. But let's see, both these players warming up the hands there, crack the knuckles, because this is the final match between these two to decide who moves forward in this top 8 here at DreamHack Dallas.
Oh, and starting off with the overhead here. Deep cross up. Amazing defense from VK. But that guard gauge is getting harassed right now.
Yeah, there we go. Had to do something, right? Their guard was so close to breaking, so they opted for the jump CD. Got 2 run-up throws. Going for the low there on the end of the Rekka series. DP2 says stay in the corner. A throw tech as well. Jumping CD, not letting up the pressure.
Throws into the corner, though. Here we go. Lands, pressures. Good push away, and the jump CD breaks Kyo out, and he's able to find a throw of his own. But there's another DP, the flash kick.
Yeah, and Violent Kane is leaning a lot into run-up throw now, but it's starting to work. This adjustment is very nice to see, especially with the Kyo on point. The DP gets blocked, though. Unfortunately here, not too much meter. Only able to get the level 1 and the EX.
Good tag. Oh, what a trade. That trade was huge. And Yoshi, ready for the trade, was already buffering the dash.
And this is a good start here for Yoshi with a about half health Leona coming in against Rock. Of course, Rock has more meter to work with here, but Yoshi not deterred at all. Going in, gets hit by the crouching C from Rock. Violent Kane jumping in with the CD, and then still able to grab Leona there. Doesn't even need to spend the super to close that out.
And I think that's the nicest thing about VK putting Rock second is VK's Rock becomes so much more deadly when he has a little bit of meter to work with. He's one of the better Rocks at finding the command throw. He somehow always just knows when they're going to be on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're just trying to stuff Shermie's run up with the 2B. It works out. EX overhead kick gets the safe jump with the jumping CD. Oh wow, Yoshi actually escaping with the reversal.
Okay, knockdown, rolls up. Good pressure here, doesn't quite have the bar now. There's one.
Back is up against the wall. This time it's Yoshi who's creating the space, just trying to force Violent Kane to overextend. Is able to catch that overextension into the level 2 Suplex City yet again.
Continuing to place a ton of damage down. Half the life is gone. Yoshi gonna need 2 more touches, but that doesn't matter when VK. What a confirm and the recognition to know the meter was worth the spending. Oh my God.
And the unfortunate part here, though, now is that we are down to the last character on Yoshi. Violent Kane is at set point, but so much damage being done to Rock there with that DP loop. Is able to get him with the overhead stomp, says sit down.
The boot is just too much, but that's a punish with the throw. Holds on for a little bit here. Rock continuing to harass. Good DP.
Oh, the jumping CD is going to beat out. Oh my God, there's the DP. EX overhead kick. Absolutely, we're going to go ahead and get a nice corner combo here with the level 1. Goes for the mix-up afterwards, and the mix-up is just going to be walk-up throw.
Nice. Almost one more touch here. VK could do it. He dashed up. I think he meant for that to be a DP. I don't expect that to be a 2A, but that is going to do it. VK, what a finish. An incredible way to end that game.
Yeah, absolutely. That adjustment there in the final game to just be opting into a lot more throws, because we didn't really see throw at all in the very first 2 games. That third one, it got so much damage on the board, even for as little damage as throw actually does. And also setting up incredible situations there for Violent Kane to keep running that incredible pressure. Great stuff moving forward.
Absolutely. And so we are headed on to the losers bracket. Just so you all know, Kizzy K is actually moving on already in the losers bracket. I believe Mull, I think he had to catch a flight.
Maybe.
I think they were leaving. So I unfortunately, whatever has happened, there is a DQ on one side of losers, but the other side of losers is still ready to rock, and that is Silent versus Arslan Ash. Very excited to see Arslan Ash play once again.
And this is going to be crazy too, because Silent runs kind of a weird team, one you wouldn't normally see in top 8, and that Angel. That Angel is incredible. So I'm excited to see the dirty mix-ups in mid-screen that we're going to see, and also just incredible corner pressure with Angel, if any of you tuned in before to our top 16 qualifiers.
But one of the big issues here is your opponent is not just any opponent. Arslan Ash, honestly, the fundamentals are unbelievable. Is one of the better players that I've seen in this game specifically at spacing and utilizing fireballs. His fireball game in here is nearly unmatched. I think he's unbelievable, and it just has mastered the art form. So we'll see how far he can push it, and can he continue forward?
And also his Athena is nothing to sneeze at as well. But I do think Arslan Ash might be one of the best kings in the world currently.
Yeah, absolutely in the conversation for sure. But we'll see how it goes here with the Angel Elizabeth Cronin. And it's going to be Elizabeth Anchor rather than Cronin. So I do like Cronin second. Cronin is still very effective on the second position. His damage is still very high.
Yeah, and the reason why you see Elizabeth on Anchor so much is because she has such a great job at dumping out that meter, especially with her anti-air game. Really similar in some ways to Cronin, right? They both have incredible anti-air games where the moment that they anti-air you, they just dump meter and half your health is gone. But of course, that Angel on point is going to be a problem. We're going to have to see how King is able to stop her from approaching and running that mix-up game.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get to see how it plays out here as we get our fist bump and we are ready to roll. Ooh, the first match here of losers bracket. I know neither of these guys want to get 7th. Let's see how far we can push it for both of them.
Also, shouts to Simon's shirt. That's a nice shirt.
That's a great shirt. Everyone's been really well dressed here at DreamHack. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been really good. I've been pointing that out a lot on stream. I'm glad you're pointing those out. Here we go. It is the King on point, continuing in with the fireball game.
Yep, already starting really well with this spacing here. The CD is going to go ahead and push Silent back into the corner. On Hill has not been able to get anything done. Going to run through the nice jump in, jump D, and immediately with the guard break. You're going to see a lot of guard breaks here too from King of all characters.
Yeah, I mean, Arslan's just really good at being able to like watch the meter and know when he's able to press his advantage and go for that.
Yeah, just unstoppable offense here. King in a rushdown style. Imagine that.
Silent, a little bit of a head shake there. Not happy about the result. We'll see how we go with the second character coming up. It is going to be Cronin.
All right, Arslan Ash is creating some space here. Going to start that fireball game now. Gets knocked into the corner. Goes into the low here. Comes into the fireball. Nothing afterwards, though.
Pushed away. Oh, I love that spacing. Was able to get a little bit of pressure off of it. Almost 2 meters built up